大家好，我是 Maria. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my first Chinese learning videos. So if you are interested in learning in Chinese, definitely stay tuned for my future videos. 谢谢. So before I start, let me explain to you the difference between Chinese, Mandarin, and Cantonese. So I will use the China map here. Here's the China map, a heart-shaped map. So this is the capital of the mainland China, the Beijing. And then Shanghai, one of the provinces in China. And then Guangdong. So here another, the Hong Kong and Macau, they use the dialect, Cantonese dialect. And then here, Singapore is also a Chinese country that commonly use Chinese language. And of course here in Taiwan, we are using here Mandarin language as official language. And then we also have 2 or more dialects that they use, Taiwanese people use, just like the Taiwanese Hokkien, or we call as Taigi dialects, also dialects. And Hakka, some of the traditional people used Hakka language or dialects that they use. Maybe some part of northern Taipei or part of Pingtung or Tainan, Kaohsiung. There are many Hakka Ren, the old traditional people or traditional Taiwanese. So, but we are using the main language here, the Mandarin language. So Mandarin language, the Mandarin language is a standardized official language in China that the teachers are teaching in school, what you hear in TV, so almost everyone can understand Mandarin. So Cantonese is only a dialect in China, mainly used in some places just like Hong Kong, Macau, part of Guangdong, China. They also use the dialect called Cantonese. So some of the people here in Guangdong, China also know how to speak Cantonese. So there's a lot of dialects in China. Maybe almost every provinces in China have their own dialects. Some are easier to understand for them because they are close to Mandarin, but others are extremely very hard to understand. For example, here in Shanghai, they say Shanghai dialects. It's very hard to understand. So I think the most big difference between learning Chinese and learning in English, for us, learning in English is more easier to us to learn and to speak and even to write, because we all know that Chinese language is very difficult to learn and to understand, maybe because of the confusing tone with their corresponding different meanings. because some of the words here are very confusing. One word have more, maybe 3 to 5 meanings, so you just need to be careful when you are speaking, the tone you use. So you just don't need to worry. You can do what I do, just learn and learn, and you'll be fine. So don't be discouraged or panic if you can't understand at all. It's okay. So alright, that's the whole idea of Chinese language. Thank you. Chinese language is a tonal language, which means that even if the same syllable, if it's pronounced with different tones, their meanings can be very different. In today's video, we will look at each of the tones. Basically, there are 4 tones in Pinyin, but some consider that there have 5 tones. There's a neutral tone. Let's see them one by one. The first tone is the flat tone. When we pronounce it, we need to keep our voice at very high pitch and flat through all the syllable. Now listen. A, O, I, U, U. Say it as when you say a dentist and the dentist asks you to open your mouth, say ah. The thumb mark is represent flat tone, the horizontal line, that's the line defects. Keep your voice flat and even. Now read aloud after me. A, O, I, U, U. Check out when we say mother. Ma, mother. The next one is the second tone that we call as rising tone. The rising tone is similar to the tone when we are asking question. When we say, really? What? Huh? We use the rising tone. Now listen. A, O, I, U, U. As you see, the thumb mark is represented by rising tone. Start your voice in the middle of the tone and move your head all the way out. So read after me. A, O, I, O, U. A good example as when we say fish. U, fish. Now comes to the third tone, which we call the falling rising tone. They are very similar to a check when we goes out first and then goes up. When we're pronouncing the third tone, drop your chin first and then move it up. This will make you a clue. Now try with me. A, O, I, U, U. A useful example is a Chinese word just like I or me, wo, or horse. Ma, horse. The next one is the fourth tone, which is the falling tone. The falling tone is presented by down line, which is high pitch down to the bottom. The fourth tone is very similar when we are angry. It's like, oh no. Now listen. A, O, I, U, Ü. So when you pronounce the fourth tone, imagine you are saying, oh no, when you are angry. Or no. No in Chinese is pu. That is no. The last one is the neutral tone, which is the toneless tone. So just like pronounce very weak. So no, it's no mark above the vowels. Now listen. Ma, pa, ta. No tone. Just like mama, mama, mother, papa, papa, father. So let's practice. When you read after me, just make exaggerated as much as you can. Ah, 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 ah. O, 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 o. E, 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 E. U, 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 U. Ü, 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 Ü. Okay, that's all for today's lesson. Thank you. See you for the other next video. 再见. Bye bye.